displaced persons left home not for personal reasons but for Manipur, says former Chief Minister N. Bireen. Under MSRLM, distribution of relief materials for 5,000 flood-affected families begins. Manipur Police Custom Division seized 8,099 kgs of betel nuts. Hello, you're watching ISTV English News. I'm Jay Shainam, giving you the news in detail. Former Chief Minister N. Bireen has stated that the displaced persons left their homes not for personal reasons but for Manipur. He was addressing a Ningo Chakobwe event for IDPs jointly organized by Uripok Apunbalub and Uripok Nupi Apunbalub at Langul Ningthaunai Ibudao Community Hall today. The event saw participation of around 250 IDPs staying at Lamboy Kongnangkong and Langul Leimakulen relief camps. In his address, the former Chief Minister called on the civil societies, political and social leaders to stand with the women of the state during such festive times as they have been left displaced and suffering by few divisive forces. He reminded that during the period of the last government, measures were made to construct houses for resettlement of the IDPs and maintained that the PR government seemed to have halted all construction activities. And Bireen stressed to state that the government needs to stand for the IDPs who have been left displaced by the unrest, while reaffirming that he will continue to support those in flood.
Nestlegi NGO partner Bosconet amasung Aida haribo NGOs na makoina akoiga listing seminar ga ko kari dakar laidoi no haibagi list seminar ga asagi makoina pibireba rate tugi matunga akoina seminar ga procurement di koina Bosconet na tawe adubu akoina beneficiary identification distribution haitare makoina yohon basidi MSRLM ki library staff amasung akoigi cadre sing sinam akoigi kusamnar ga akoina tawzabani masi 5,000 kitsana ahan bo oina akoigi kusamna bani corporate matung ta budi akoina post flood haitare goina health camps the awareness amasung counseling atop programs so koi dum mayam field the sinjai to sinjai kini.
Manipur Police and Customs Division Imphal seized 8,099 kgs of betel nuts. The police team made the seizure after intercepting 2 trucks, a Tata 12-wheeler truck bearing registration number WB26D0886 and a Ashok Leyland truck bearing registration number AS26C9521 while transporting the consignments of betel nuts. The seized betel nuts, the 2 trucks along with the drivers and conductors have been handed over to Customs Division Imphal. Security force arrested UKNA cadre from Old Gelmol village, which is under the jurisdiction of Churachandpur police station. The arrested cadre has been identified as Haumin Thang Haukip, age 18. Police seized 1 pistol with 2 live rounds, an Aadhaar card and a mobile phone from him. He was involved in extortion and collection of funds from the town area of Churachandpur. An awareness cum training program on safety precautions while using LPG gas cylinders was conducted at Maklang Makhalaikai Community Hall. The program, jointly organized by Progressive Development Association Maklang Makhalaikai and Old Gas Care Manipur State, was graced by manager Old Gas Care Manipur State, Old Gas Care Manipur State Structure Jenny Sinjenbam as the chief guest. During the program, SI Joy Prakash demonstrated on safe use of LPG gas cylinders, covering the properties and potential hazards of LPG, proper handling and storage techniques, leak detection and emergency response procedures. Secretary Youth Affairs and Sports Naurim Praveen has announced that Manipur is all state to join the nationwide Sardar at sign 150 Unity March Vikshit Bharat Padyatras to be organized in connection with 150th birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel with a wide range of activities at the district level. In a press meet held at Manipur Press Club, Naurim Praveen said the campaign will be held from October 31st to December 6 under the aegis of Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports under My Bharat in collaboration with State Youth Affairs and Sports and the district administrations. He informed that the campaign will also include other activities including essay, debate competition, seminars, street plays and awareness against drugs to commemorate the national leaders of India and to honor the life of Sardar Patel. He also highlighted that a 152-kilometer nation march will be organized from Karamsad, Gujarat till Kevadia, along with a range of other activities, and appealed the public to participate at the events.
My Bharat portal da koi haure Manipur gi su masigi Sardar at 150 unity campaign se yamna mapung phana pangkang na bhona da lamdam sigi praja sing maruina youth sing na yam sound sarugya na haire campaign se mapung phan biu haibana Youth Affairs and Sports Government of India, Department of Youth Affairs and Sports Government of Manipur amadi My Bharat ki taraf tagi mayam noluchir.
Imphal Urban Cooperative Bank Limited convened its 84th annual representative general body meeting at the bank's administrative office in MG Avenue today. The meeting saw the presence of President Imphal Urban Cooperative Bank Y. Kumar, Vice President Boni Bala, Board of Director Dr. T.H. Dilip Kumar, C.H. Tombi, K. Megachandra, Dr. T.H. Bimol, T.H. Sabanam, L. Dhananjoy, R.K. Tony, Danshava Rokmaring, W. Surjit Kumar, K.H. Achau, Professional Director A. Mahendra, Workman Director T.H. Inaubi, and Ex Officio Director H. Megachandra. During the meeting, Ex Officio Director H. Megachandra presented the accounts and other details of the bank at the meeting and revealed plans to open new branches at Sawombung and Mayang Imphal. Kaching District Bar Association KDBA, in collaboration with Deputy Commissioner Kaching and JDO Kaching, organized a legal awareness program at Irengban High School, Irengban today. The program, organized as part of an ongoing campaign, was attended by President KDBA, Advocate Nongmaithe Madhu as the chief case, while Joint Secretary KDBA Advocate Naurim Jemson and Treasurer KDBA Advocate delivered lectures on POCSO Act 2012 and Prohibition of Child Marriage Act 2006 as the resource persons. Joint Secretary, Ministry of Food Processing Industries, Government of India, Pm-Istv, who is also the Central Pravari Officer, ADP, Chandel, chaired a review meeting on the developmental works carried out at Chandel under Aspirational District Program ADP. Deputy Commissioner Chandel, Laishram Nandakumar, ADC Chandel, MD Firoj Khan, SDO Chakpikarong, SDO Khangjoy, DIO Longjam Joseph and DLOs from different regions of Chandel to attended the meeting held at the conference hall of the DC office. DC Chandel, Laishram Nandakumar presented a slideshow highlighting the ongoing developmental projects for the district. He further stated that progress of a district depends on hard work of the district level officers. He also called upon the different tribal communities of Chandel to work in unity in order to boost the development of the district. Joint Secretary Pm-Istv also inspected various developmental projects which are being executed in Chandel district, including Chandel District Hospital. In a gesture aimed at strengthening inter-community harmony, Saitu MLA Haukolet Kimjan hosted a goodwill luncheon at his native village Hangbung, Sadar Hills, Kangpokpi district, bringing together Rongmei Naga village leaders and representatives of the Sadar Hills Chief Association Sahilka, representing the Kukijo community. The informal gathering, attended by chiefs and chairmen from Chingkhol, Siangai, Namkau, Parengba, Siangai Namdai, Nunggang, Namching, Namthangjang, Konglong, Konglong Bartu, Pongsinglong, Pongdaijang, and Wainim was held without any political, social, or communal agenda. Instead, it focused on fostering mutual respect, cooperation, and goodwill among neighboring communities residing along the Kangpokpi Churachandpur route via Leimakong. Earlier, the Saitu MLA had also conveyed a similar meeting with 12 Liangmai Naga village chiefs and chairmen dwelling along the same route, demonstrating his continuous effort to promote inter-community understanding and peaceful coexistence in the constituency. Addressing the gathering, MLA Haukolet emphasized the indispensable role of unity in sustaining peace and progress, underscoring the need for understanding and cooperation across community lines. Now we have the national news. India's permanent representative to the United Nations, Pravathaneni Harish, has summoned Pakistan to end the grave and ongoing human rights violation in the areas illegally occupied by it, particularly in Jammu and Kashmir. He said this while addressing the United Nations Security Council during the open debate organized on the 80th UN Day yesterday. Ambassador Harish reiterated that Jammu and Kashmir will always be an integral and inalienable part of India. He said the people of Jammu and Kashmir exercise their fundamental rights in line with country's time-tested democratic traditions and constitutional framework. He said these concepts are aligned to Pakistan. Harish emphasized India's commitment to Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, seeing the world as one family and advocating for justice, dignity, and prosperity for all. The Directorate of Revenue Intelligence (DRI) has busted a drug network worth around 109 crore rupees in the illicit international market operating across the national capital region. Around 26 foreign nationals were arrested in a coordinated multi-day operation conducted from the 21st to the 23rd of this month. Based on specific intelligence, officials raided a clandestine facility for manufacturing methamphetamine located on an isolated firm premises near high-rise residential buildings in Greater Noida. This search resulted in the seizure of 11.4 kilograms of amphetamine and around 111 kilograms of precursor chemicals used in its manufacture. Simultaneously, the manhandler of the syndicate was apprehended from his residence in Gurugram. 1.33 kilograms of amphetamine were recovered from his possession. DRI officers identified another premises suspected to be used for the storage and distribution of the contraband in West Delhi. In total, over 16 kilograms of amphetamine, around 8 kilograms of cocaine, around 2 kilograms of heroin, over 2 kilograms of ganja, and over 115 kilograms of precursor chemicals have been seized during the course of the operation. Now we have the international news. In Pakistan, a fresh wave of violence has once again targeted country's fragile education system. Unidentified assailants blew up an under-construction girls' primary school in Garabuda village of Tank district, sparking fear and outrage among residents. According to the local news, the explosion occurred when unidentified attackers planted explosives along the school premises. Police said the site was later inspected by the bomb disposal unit. The motive and perpetrators behind the bombing remain unclear. However, the attack has generated deep concern in the community, with parents and activists condemning the assault on girls' education. They have demanded that the provincial authorities not only rebuild the school immediately but also ensure adequate security for educational institutions in the region. Residents warned that if the attackers were not arrested soon, they would stage demonstrations to demand justice. India has called upon Pakistan to end the grave and ongoing human rights violations in the areas illegally occupied by it, particularly in Jammu and Kashmir. India's permanent representative to the United Nations, Pravathaneni Harish, addressed the United Nations Security Council during the open debate on the United Nations organization looking into the future, organized on the 80th UN Day yesterday. Reiterating that Jammu and Kashmir will always be an integral and inalienable part of India, he said that while the people in the region exercise their fundamental rights, such concepts are aligned to Pakistan. Harish emphasized India's commitment to Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, seeing the world as one family. He said this is not only an outlook that anchors our worldview, but also the reason why India has consistently advocated for justice, dignity, opportunity and prosperity for all societies and peoples. It is also the reason why India places its faith in multilateralism, international partnerships and cooperation. He also urged all member states to come together and join hands towards realizing this vision for making the UN fit for purpose for the new era. Before we end, headlines once again. Displaced persons left home not for personal reasons but for Manipur, says former Chief Minister and Biren. Under MSRLM, distribution of relief materials for 5,000 flood-affected families begins. Manipur Police Custom Division seized 8,099 kgs of betel nuts. That's all we have in this bulletin. Keep watching ISTV News.